Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be comparing two very popular VPNs, which are ExpressVPN and IPVanish. Now, I've tested these VPNs in 6 different areas, including privacy policy, speed, streaming and torrenting capabilities, customer support, ease of use, and cost. And I want to share my findings with you so that you can make a more informed decision and pick the VPN that works best for you. And of course, if you're interested in these VPNs, you'll find links to pricing and discounts, as well as full reviews in the description down below. Okay, if you want my final verdict right off the bat, I'd say ExpressVPN is the overall better option here because it beats IPVanish in most of the categories I mentioned earlier. Now, that's not to say that IPVanish is not a good option, as it did well in most of these categories, and it can be considered a more budget-friendly alternative. So let's get into the comparison so that you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Starting with the privacy policy, both of these VPNs have strict no logs policies and they don't log any user activity whatsoever. And to prove that these policies are not just baseless claims, both of these VPNs have gone through several audits by independent firms, all of which came in good standing. So that's great to see and all, but this is where ExpressVPN kind of takes it a step further than IPVanish. As far as servers go, ExpressVPN operates on RAM-only servers, which cannot physically log any data, whereas IPVanish is working its way to transition towards RAM-only servers by the end of 2024. Aside from that, ExpressVPN has gone through real-life stress test where the Turkish government seized one of their servers as part of an ongoing investigation, but they found nothing on the server, and that's pretty much what makes ExpressVPN the most secure VPN on the market. So as far as privacy policies go, ExpressVPN is definitely the clear winner here. Moving on to the next category, we have streaming and torrenting. So as far as streaming goes, both of these VPNs allow you to access most streaming services, and they're both pretty good at it. So with that being said, ExpressVPN has been more consistent at doing that, whereas IPVanish, I had to switch servers sometimes in order to access sites like Netflix and Hulu. Besides that, ExpressVPN will give you access to a lot more shows and libraries because it has over 3,000 servers spread across 105 countries, whereas IPVanish has over 2,400 servers in 90 locations. And as far as torrenting goes, both ExpressVPN and IPVanish will allow you to torrent to your heart's content because they don't have bandwidth limitations and their servers are well optimized for peer-to-peer activities. So when it comes to streaming and torrenting, ExpressVPN is a much better option for streaming, and as far as torrenting goes, they're pretty much tied. Now, for the next category, we have ease of use, and I'd say they're pretty much tied here, and it goes down to preference. So they both have a very simple and intuitive UI. ExpressVPN has a minimalistic design with the on button, and you can search for any country you want with a couple of clicks. IPVanish, on the other hand, includes an interactive map where they show you all their servers in the form of pins, and the countries are clearly labeled. And sometimes this comes in handy when you want to connect to the closest VPN server to you, and you can see clearly on the map in front of you where it is. As far as features go, both of these VPNs have all the essential VPN features like the kill switch, which severs your internet connection should you accidentally disconnect from the VPN server. That prevents your data from leaking over to your ISP or to your government. They also have split tunneling feature, which allows you to choose which applications pass through the VPN tunnel and which ones do not. Besides that, you also get a handful of protocols with these two VPNs, as well as a threat manager that blocks ads, trackers, and malware-ridden websites. But aside from these, you don't really get an abundance of features because both of these VPNs are trying to keep their applications really simple to understand, especially for new VPN users, which I appreciate. So I'd say this category is pretty much a tie because it goes down to personal preference at the end of the day. So for our next category, we have speed. But before we get to the comparison, it's important to note that all VPNs would cause speed drops due to the time they take to encrypt your data. So anything up to 25% speed drop is kind of considered excellent, and even up to 40% is still great. But you never want to go higher than 40, obviously, because you'll be sacrificing half your speed, which is not worth it. As far as ExpressVPN and IPVanish go, ExpressVPN is a much faster option because it achieves speed drops between 10 and 25%, whereas IP IPVanish sometimes goes up to 37, which is obviously still good, but not as excellent as ExpressVPN's. And the reason why Express outperforms in this category is thanks to the lightweight UDP protocol, which is much faster than the IPVanish's WireGuard protocol. So when it comes to speed, ExpressVPN comes out on top again. Up next, we have customer service. So this is another category where both of these VPNs are tied because they both have 24/7 customer support, which you can contact via email, live chat, and phone. That's important. Now, there's not much to add here except that both of these VPNs have great customer support and they can even help you with the technical stuff if you need any. So I'd say they're tied as far as customer support. And for our final category, we have the cost and value. And this is where IPVanish shines for the most part because it's more affordable than ExpressVPN. For example, IPVanish's one-year plan goes for as little as $279 a month, whereas ExpressVPN's one-year plan goes for $832 a month. Besides that, IPVanish offers you a 2-year option, which you can save even more money, whereas ExpressVPN's longest plan is an annual plan, so a 1-year or 12-month plan. And as far as simultaneous connections go, IPVanish allows you to secure an unlimited number of devices, whereas ExpressVPN allows you to secure up to 8 devices with 1 subscription. With that being said, I mean, you'd be getting a much faster, much more secure VPN with Express because it just offers a lot more country options and you'd be getting a lot more value with Express for as little as 2 extra espresso shots a month, depending on where you live. So as far as cost goes, IPVanish is a much more affordable option, whereas ExpressVPN offers a lot more value. But if we're judging based on price alone, IPVanish wins this category. Okay, so as you can see, ExpressVPN is the overall better option here as it comes out on top in most of these categories. I mean, it's faster, more secure, and has a larger list of countries. On top of that, it's very consistent when it comes to streaming services, and it gives you a lot of value for your subscription. With that being said, if you're looking for a more affordable VPN that allows you to secure an unlimited number of devices, IPVanish might be the better option in this scenario. But as far as the winner of this video, the trophy undoubtedly goes to ExpressVPN. And one more thing before I sign off, if you do decide to get any of these VPNs, both of these VPNs, by the way, do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the links in the description to grab yourself the best discounts possible. And if you want to know more about these VPNs with regards to privacy policy, speed, streaming, and torrenting abilities, as well as security features, there's more in-depth reviews there as well. So go ahead, like and subscribe to see more of these videos, and let me know in the comments if there's anything cybersecurity you'd like me to cover. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.